If you've been following along, you might have noticed that Piggies was in the wrong place. I don't know what happened there, so I'm just going to roll along with things. We begin this time around with a number one hit, part of a double A-sided single, in which John and Paul wrote a couple songs based on the original concept for Sgt. Pepper, which was write an album about their childhood. They only did the two songs really. The other one did reach the top 10, but we'll get to that in the future. Penny Lane was is just such a great song. I can't even tell you. I can't say enough about it. It did end up when the Beatles music was released on CD, because it was on the American version of Magical Mystery Tour, but in the UK it was just part of that double A-sided single. Anyway, this is where Piggy should be, but we did cover that last time. Next up, we have Please Mr. Postman, which was originally a hit for the Marvelettes. This was covered on With the Beatles. Really good cover. I would say not as good as the original by the Marvelettes, which was Motown's first number one hit, and again topped the Hot 100 the next decade when done by the Carpenters. The Beatles version is still really good with John on lead vocals. I like it a lot, but again, it was just an album track and wasn't released as a single. One that was released as a single, the Beatles' second ever single, Please Please Me, which was their first UK number one, only got to number 3 in the U.S., but when it was climbing the charts, it was probably kept out of the number 1 or even number 2 spot by a couple, one of which we had before, I Want to Hold Your Hand, and another big smash hit. So by the time it was actually climbing the charts in America, the Beatlemania was in full swing, and this one just didn't quite crack into that top spot. But that's okay. It also gave the title to their first album. Next, we have one of those medley songs from Abbey Road, Polythene Pam. Fun little song, and definitely very transitional. It was fun to hear it like this, but definitely works better as it was part of that transition. And the one up next, yeah, that is the one up next was kind of the closer of the first part of the medley, and it was a lot of fun. But anyway, next we have a B-side. We finished with two B-sides, one of which is really famous, but the first one kind of less famous. Rain was the B-side to Paperback Writer, and I believe it made it to number 23 on the Hot 100. And Ringo, I saw in an interview once, called it his favorite Beatles song, and I get that. It's a really, really good song. And finally, we have probably the Beatles' most famous B-side, Revolution, which is not actually promoting revolution by any means. In fact, it's kind of anti-revolution. Definitely discourages violence and even communism, but probably their most famous B-side